Hello everybody, welcome to Magic Moments Tarot. My name is Rose. As per usual, we're going to start off with a quick prayer and then we're going to get right into it, okay? O cosmic divinity of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our beings and carve out within us a space where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission, so that we bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and to share what each being needs to grow and to flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us, as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which will divert us from our true purpose, and illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground, the fruitful vision, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all are gathered and made whole once again. Riley, no, back away. Sorry, I'm just trying to move stuff in her way so she's not getting over here. Okay. Okie dokie pokey. So, don't even get your nose away from my pickles. I see what you're doing now. Okay. All right. Nice try. We just got the word equipment on the spirit box. You get your nose out of here. No. Every time I give one to you anyways, you just smell it, you take a bite, and then you spit it out. I don't know why you keep insisting on trying it. We just got the word draft. Someone might be getting drafted into the army. Okay. What are we going to do today, Spirit? What are we going to do? We start off with the energy. Yeah, we'll start off with the animal energies. Animal totems, animal spirits, whatever you want to call them. Riley, no. You literally just went out. You just had food. You're fine. Do not start. I swear I have the suckiest dog. She just whines and whines and whines. She's my big sucky baby. She's my big sucky baby. Oh, the other day I took her out on a walk. And we saw these actually two big, large black dogs. One of them looked like he was like a lab mix. The other one looked like he had like a mastiff mix or something. And oh my God. She acted like I was murdering her when I wouldn't let her go over and see them. But she's like, she's just getting into her heat right now. And she's not fixed, okay? Remember, I think I've told you guys about the story about, this is my ex's dog. And he never got her fixed and he won't let me do it. Well, anyways, I swear to God, she whined so loud and cried. And she literally, people were looking out, like coming out of their houses to see if I was like, you know, kicking my dog or something because she was whining and whimpering. Yeah, on the sidewalk. Look, we just got the word sidewalk. That's exactly where we were. We were on the sidewalk. She was just losing her mind. I'm like, I'm sorry, but you can't have them. Like, they're not... You can't go and play with the boys. You can't go and play with the boys. Sorry. Okay, we have the ant in the upright, too. That's good. So we have someone who's very responsible. They pay their bills on time. They plan for the future or try to. They're good at, I don't know, they're just, a responsible person. When I drew the ant and the grasshopper, I was very much thinking about that story. I don't know if you've ever heard the story about the ant and the grasshopper, where the ant spends all summer long outside of relaxation time, they were working. They worked hard throughout the summer to save up to gather food for the colony so that they would all have food to eat during the winter. And the grasshopper was constantly saying, let's just go and play. Why do you have to work all the time? Let's go play. And then come winter, the grasshopper had no food and nowhere to go. And the ant was, you know, all stocked up and had a nice place that he had built and all this other stuff, right? So the ant is like, in my deck, very like someone who's very responsible, someone who's very family oriented or community oriented, again, and someone who plans for the future. Riley, relax. You relax. Go lie down. You're all right. Okay, Spirit, do we have any other cards coming out? Like, this is, normally I've flipped out several by now. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they're sideways. I don't know how to take that. Okay, so we have an octopus and a bat energy sideways. So octopus, in the upright, is someone who is extremely intelligent and has their hands in a lot of different pots, I guess you could say. So this is someone who's multi-talented, okay, multi-skilled. This is someone who's very smart, an escape artist, okay. This is someone who's very good at getting out of trouble. This is someone who can blend into many different environments, okay? In the reverse, it's the opposite. Someone who doesn't really have a lot of talent. Someone who's not very smart. Someone who's not very good at blending in. This is someone who very much stands out in a crowd, okay? Or they're like very loud or very boisterous or something, you know what I mean? And this is someone who isn't good at escaping trouble, or someone who has a lot of trouble around him on a regular. Or maybe even someone who gets into trouble a lot. Okay, so the bat energy in the upright is someone who is very psychic, okay? Just because of the symbolism of the bat being able to see without their eyes. It's someone who tends to be a nighthawk, and someone who tends to intimidate people despite being pretty friendly in nature. Do you know what I mean? Okay, now, in the reverse, the bat is an energy vampire. Okay, so someone who drains other people of their energy, okay? Someone who can just be very draining to be around, you know, like, they just emotionally exhaust you. You know what I mean? When you're around them, it's like there's always fighting and there's always something going on and you're just like, oh my God. Okay, this is someone who constantly has to have a lot of people around them. They don't do well independently. They don't like to sleep alone. You know what I mean? A bit of a partier, okay? So these are the kinds of energies that we're dealing with. Now, the reason I described both sides was because I feel like we're dealing with people, we may be dealing with people who are a little bit of both, or we may be dealing with people who are in the upright on these sides of the cards and people who are on the other side, right? So we will let the cards tell us what is going on here, okay? We just got the word grand. I heard on a grand scale. Understanding. Oh God, we've got a lot of words. Okay, so just since this reading has started, we've got the words draft, dizzy, potential, sidewalk, providence, meet, grand, and understanding. That's an awful lot. Lots, yeah, thank you, Spirit. That's a lot of words. I hope these words make sense to you. Because I don't quite understand that yet. Maybe it'll make sense once we get more into the reading. Okay. So we have our sort of overall characteristics of the people that we're reading today. What is the overall energy? Spirit, can I get the overall energy of the collective today, Spirit? The overall energy. Overall energy, Spirits. We just flipped a card. We have the word prosperity. Okay, that's really good. Prosperity. We like prosperity, especially when it's in the upright. And it is. So oops. Oh, that's like half the deck. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. Oops. How many is this? Alright, that's not too bad. Oh, no. Okay. So we have inspiration in the upright and prosperity in the upright. And then in the reverse, hold on, let me just put these down here. In the reverse, we have gratitude, courage, and memory. Wow. Okay, so we have someone who has a lot of inspiration and someone who has, who either is prosperous or is about to be prosperous in the energy, okay? Then we have someone who's not grateful, who's kind of a chicken shit. And they either have bad memories or they're very forgetful, okay? So this might be someone who, or it could even be someone that you don't have good memories with, okay? It also could be someone who's sort of reminiscing over bad, like someone who ruminates over their trauma. Do you know what I'm saying? So someone who's constantly thinking about the past and not really living in the now. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Oh, we just saw a card flip. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Spirituality in the upright. Oh my God! I just pulled spirituality and God just came up on the spirit. I don't know if you can see that. God just came up on the spirit box. That is cool. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmations today are just wonderful. Thank you. Okay, I love that. I love that. Okay, so someone is very, very spiritual. They have a very close relationship to God. Okay? Okay, so this is the overall energy for this reading. So we have two different energies here, okay? Someone who is not grateful for what they have or doesn't show gratitude on a regular. Someone who's very, someone who's like very fearful and sort of acts on that fear, okay? Because to have courage is to be afraid but to do it anyway, okay? So to not have courage is to be afraid and then to not act because you're afraid. So it's acting on fear. Okay, and then again with the memories, someone who either ruminates over their bad memories or someone who is constantly, living in the past, or someone you have bad memories with, okay? This is someone who might have also the negative characteristics of this bat and this octopus. And then we have someone who's very spiritual and has a good or a close relationship with God. Someone who has a lot of inspiration or can be inspiring. And someone who is either prosperous or has very prosperous energy or is about to be prosperous, okay? Again, they could be uber responsible and they could have the positive aspects of this octopus and bat energy over here, okay? It could also be a blend because some people, you know, have a little bit of good and a little bit, everybody has a dark side and a light side. Oh, freshman. Okay. Someone's a freshman or a freshman is somehow involved in this situation. Or a freshman could be significant. So someone's definitely from the States. We got the word left, L-E-F-T. I just say they're from the States because in Canada we don't refer to freshmen to, like, to us that's just a ninth grader. I think, yeah, that's a ninth grader. Yeah, first year high school, yeah. Victory, okay, so the cards that we just pulled are the Chariot, okay? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Nine of Wands. So this is, it says, ongoing battle, battle weary, fatigue, drained of energy, okay? Then it says sadness, pain, unrequited love, blocked or repressed emotions, okay? And then it's talking about victory and overcoming obstacles. Okay, so this is someone who in their past, yes, this is very deep, Spirit. So this is someone who in their past, okay, had to fight a lot of obstacles. This is someone who had a lot, who went through a lot, okay? And through it all, they managed to maintain an attitude of courageous perseverance, okay? They learned from their failures, and they became stronger for them, okay? This person went through sadness and pain. This person may have been, like you may have, or this person may have experienced unrequited love, okay? So they wanted to be with someone, this person didn't want to be with them, that kind of energy, right? They may have blocked or repressed emotions due to this this trauma that they obviously went through with this ongoing battle card, okay? It says drained of energy, so someone might have actually, like, and again, we have this energy vampire energy over here, so they may have actually been siphoned for their energy, okay? So there may have been some, I don't know, a spell work done on them, or maybe it was done sort of unknowingly by the person, okay? Which can happen. There are people out there who are energy vampires and don't even realize it. But according to this, they had victory over this energy. Okay? So they were able to transmute this energy and grow from it. Because it goes from this to this, then to this, right? And we have the Chariot. The Chariot represents overcoming obstacles, victory, success, ambition, determination, willpower, control, self-discipline, hard work, and focus, okay? So this person was able to take the things that they had been through and use them as sort of motivation to change in a positive way, okay? In other words, this is someone who did the work. They got over their trauma, they got over their past, they learned, and they grew, they evolved, okay? We have possibly, the word possibly just came up on the spirit box. Oops. possibly, so maybe they possibly did this, or I don't know. Maybe someone's not sure that they did this. You know, maybe they think they may have, but they're not actually sure. But according to the cards, they did. So we just got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Escape, freedom, release. Finding solutions, options, relief, taking control. So yeah, again, this person escaped something. Okay? They were released from something. They got away from a situation that was not healthy for them. Okay? Wow, okay. And now we have the Independent Wealth card, the Nine of Pentacles. Independence, success, financial stability, profit, prosperity. Again, with this prosperity energy. Abundance, rewards. Rewards through hard work. Collecting on investments, thriving business, status, freedom, wisdom, maturity, and indulgence. So this person overcame their past and they grew. And now they're in this prosperity, abundance energy, okay? Now, this may not be, they may not be physically wealthy at the moment, but they may be coming into it, or they may actually be independently wealthy, okay? It says the word sacrifice. So this person may have had to make sacrifices in order to get to where they are now, okay? That means they could have sacrificed people, as in letting go of the toxic people around them, even though they cared deeply about them, or they may have had to get rid of toxic habits. They may have had to, get rid of addictions or negative behaviors. We just got the word butt, B-U-T-T. They may have had to get rid of butt heads in their butt heads in their life, or maybe they had to give up smoking cigarettes or whatever, okay? But this person had to make sacrifices in order to be where they are, okay? Oh, good Lord. But, all right. Mother and Father God, angels, ancestors, and spirits of the highest white light, please guide this reading, my thoughts, and my sight, so my messages find all who need them tonight. Let the messages guide them to do what is right, and block anything that is not of the light. In the name of Yahuwah I pray. It is done, it is done, it is done. We just got the number 10 on the spirit box. Number 10 might be significant. We just got the Page of Swords. Delayed news, patience needed. Ideas, inspiration, planning. Protective, guarded fairness. One who is calculated and unconcerned with the feelings of others. Communicators, scientists, mathematicians, aviators, and travelers. Okay. So we have a Page of Swords, who might be, and a page is a child, like usually a child could be the freshman energy, okay? So this is usually someone who's sort of 18 and under, okay? The name Isaac just came up on the spirit box. Okay, this person may be responsible for delaying some sort of news, or they're coming to you with news that has been delayed, okay? Or they're coming to you with news that is not quite the truth. We also just got the name Logan, Logan, on the spirit box. So we could be dealing with someone who I don't know. Maybe some news is going to be delayed until after this person comes towards you. I don't know. But there's this page energy that is very calculated. And they don't care about the feelings of other people. So whatever it is, whatever this news is that you're waiting for might be getting delayed because of this person. Okay, again, with this patience, we have patience here and patience here as well. We just got the Knight of Pentacles. Routine, patience, perseverance, unexpected sources of money or income. Time heals all wounds. Reliable, patient, conventional. Conventional, trustworthy, hardworking people. Someone who perseveres to reach a goal. Again, with this persevering energy. So Spirit is saying that you have money coming in. You have money coming in, or you're about to make a lot of money, or you're going to be very prosperous at whatever it is that you do, okay? But you have to be patient, because you have sort of calculating people around you who are preventing that from coming in. Either that, or Spirit doesn't want to give it to you until these people are removed from your life. Because there's only certain people God wants sitting at your table. Do you know what I'm saying? Oftentimes, when we have abundance coming in or gifts coming in, your spirit team and God won't allow that to happen until all the people who don't deserve a seat at your table are removed from your life. So that might be what this sacrifice energy was about, where you may need to give up certain people in your life who God is refusing to allow to sit at your table, okay? So consider that, and consider, really take into consideration who in your life adds to your life and makes you a better person, and who subtracts from your life, drains you, causes emotional turmoil, or even people that you're constantly questioning their motives. You know what I mean? It's like your gut is going, okay, there's something, I don't know, I don't totally trust this person, but you don't really have any reason to trust them, or to not trust them, sorry. I would go with your gut on this one, because your instincts tend to be right. Your intuition tends to be right most of the time, if not all of the time. It's just that we tend not to trust our intuition. And Lord knows I'm the last one to judge anyone on that one, because I am horrible, or I was very horrible at trusting my intuition. I'm much, much better about it now, but even now I still doubt myself. So it wouldn't, surprise me if people weren't paying attention to that. So try to pay attention to your intuition. It really does lead you in the right direction. If there's something off about someone, it's usually, and you don't know why, usually it's because there is something off and you just don't see it, or they're hiding it, okay? We just got the word bedroom, and then we just got the word cold. So if you're in your bedroom right now and you're feeling very cold, this might be, confirmation for you. Or you might be dealing with someone who is very, cold as in feelings, okay? Person could be very cold and calculated. Or this person could be like sort of a cold fish in the bedroom. Do you know what I'm saying? We just got the name Zoe. Wow, look at all the names that are coming out today. So we just got the name Zoe. The name Zoe might be significant to you. Or your name could be Zoe. Excuse me, guys, but I was hungry and I needed to grab something really quick. And I'm also tired and wanted to get this reading over with, so 2 birds, 1 stone, you know how it goes. Okay. Okay, so can we get more on this energy of patience? Like, why? Actually, no. Can we get more of this page energy? Who is this cold, calculated person? This irresponsible energy drainer. Who is this person, Spirit? And why is their patience needed? Who is this page energy, Spirit, and why is this patience needed, Spirit? Ooh, okay. We have lack of success, stagnation, lack of achievement, disappointment, burden, luck, and lack of completion. Okay, so this person, again, this person is very much a burden on your life. Okay, this person is not successful. And this person may be causing you a lot of stagnation, okay? Or they may be in that energy themselves. We just got the word battle on this on the spirit box. So this might be someone you fight with on a regular. If I'm reading for someone older, this actually could be your own child. I know it's a horrible thing to say, but it's actually the truth. Sometimes we are given children who are karmic in our lives, and they're there for a reason. They're there to teach us something, okay? So this might be that energy. This might be the energy of, your child who's in a very sort of karmic energy at the moment, and maybe they need to be, I don't know. I don't know what the... Honestly, I haven't the foggiest idea of what you would do in that situation. Maybe you really need to confront them and sit down with them and talk to them about, okay, look, this is the situation. This is how you're making me feel. This is, these are my fears about your future, etc., etc. Something needs to change, right? I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. Maybe, because we have this energy of someone who's living in the past a lot, maybe this person has been through a lot of trauma. Okay, maybe you need to get this kid into therapy. Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea, because when it comes to kids, to me, that's a very, back off, keep your, opinions to yourself kind of energy, because kids, it's like, that's a whole different ball game. Do you know what I'm saying? A whole different ball game. That's a very personal thing, and people get very, very defensive about their children, myself included, which is why I tend not to, especially in the advice department, I tend not to sort of touch that one with a 50-foot pole kind of thing. One second. So you're going to have to be... You're really going to have to use your discernment around that situation, if that applies to you. Okay? Again, we have this word tunnel. The word tunnel keeps coming out over and over and over again. I just heard children in the tunnel. There's children in the tunnel, or children in the tunnels. There's children in the tunnels. I don't know what's going on with that energy. If this is I really hope that this is not a situation for you where your child is missing, you don't know where they are, and Spirit is letting me know that they're in a tunnel. Excuse me, I was about to cough there for a second. I wasn't laughing at the situation, just FYI. Okay, sorry, wrong hole. Yeah, I've been picking up on that a lot lately, is this tunnel energy, and it's funny, I guess it's not really funny, but it's interesting that I have been seeing a lot of posts lately about, there was, who was it? I can't remember her name, but there's someone who does a lot of remote viewing, and she talks often online about her experiences, about her explorations. And recently, I watched a video of hers where she was talking about this tunnel that is located underneath the Windsor Castle in England. And she said there's, hundreds of children under there, and women and children is what she said. So, and boys and girls, and I don't know, there's all kinds of people under there. But it's not like a positive situation. It's not like they're down there living and, inventing things and doing, like, this is, it's like a trafficking kind of situation, okay? It's not good. It's very nefarious what is happening down there right now. So that is, and I mean, I have no proof of that, okay? This is not me sort of making an accusation or anything. This is me going on, just what someone else claims their experience is, okay? There's no proof behind that as far as I know, okay? I'm just putting it out there that this is what I heard, and after picking up on this tunnel energy so much in the last little while, I felt the need to share that, okay? Now, we just picked up the Ace of Pentacles, okay? And then we picked up the Four of Cups in reverse, which is really good energy, okay? So we have Ace of Pentacles is all about prosperity. Again, so much confirmation on this prosperity energy. Someone is really going to be coming into a lot of wealth, okay? Like, so much wealth. So much wealth, like a lot of wealth. Okay, so it says Ace of Pentacles, a financial new beginning, the new financial opportunities, a new job, a new business, money, investments, savings, again, prosperity, security, stability, abundance, and manifestation, okay? And then it says the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is all about seizing opportunities, letting go of regret, end of stagnation, motivation, and enthusiasm. So Spirit is just kind of trying to let you know that this stagnation period is going to end. You just need to be a bit more patient. It's going to take a little bit, okay? But you are going to be very, very prosperous. So you might be starting a new business. You might be the business that you have right now, if you have a business or sort of working really hard at something in particular. It might take off. You might get a promotion. You might have an opportunity to move up in the company or do something else entirely different. That's going to make you a lot of money, okay? But again, with this, there's two cards out here that are talking about patience. So it is being delayed for some reason, but this stagnation period is going to end, okay? And there are going to be opportunities for you to to be very independently wealthy. Oh my God. Okay. So we just got the Death card. The Death card in my deck, okay, when it's in the reverse, actually represents death. When it's in the upright, it can represent death, but it sort of depends on the context of the cards that I'm reading. But it usually just represents spiritual transformation, okay? So it's someone who basically goes through like a spiritual death and then grows, okay? So this is someone who, sort of lives out of their trauma, and, they do all kinds of really, things they shouldn't. They drink and they party and they do all these things that they shouldn't do. Okay, and then one day they wake up and they realize, you know what, this is not who I want to be. And they go through all this work and they change. So basically the old them dies and a new them is reborn, okay? So that's sort of the upright energy. For me, death in the reverse, okay, this is the first words on this card in the reverse. It says inability to move forward, okay? And for me, that says that someone actually is going to pass away. So that might be what what spirit is waiting to what oh my god, that might be what is going to happen or need to happen in order for you to move forward. Okay, we just got the word veteran. Okay, so, and the word already, so someone may have already passed away. Okay, this might actually just be representing a spirit that is coming through, trying to speak with you. Okay, so this might be an ancestor coming through, a veteran ancestor who's coming through, trying to let you know that this abundance is on its way. Okay, either that, or someone is going to have to pass in order for you to get this abundance, because there's sort of no other way out of the situation. Do you know what I'm saying? This person might be highly toxic. This person might be demonically possessed. This person might be just absolutely obsessed with bringing you down, okay? And I'm not saying that that is the page energy. It may not be a child. It may actually be an adult who's just very, very childish, okay? So please don't take that, too much to heart. But pages do tend to represent younger energy. And that's what I meant to say earlier and what I should have clarified earlier. But anyways. So someone may need to pass in order for you to get this abundance. So someone may actually be getting taken out. You may have some kind of an appointment coming up. Or maybe someone is going to appoint you as something. Okay, so, I don't know, maybe you work in a company or something like that, and someone is going to appoint you as, like, manager of a certain department or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe you were appointed a certain position. I don't know. Maybe you're in a club and you're going to be, appointed, I don't know, I want to say Grand Master, but that's like, I don't feel like that's a good thing, because I feel like Grand Master has something to do with the KKK. I don't know why that came to my head. Maybe that's this karmic energy that needs to pass in order for you to move on. Maybe they were appointed the headmaster or the grandmaster position. I don't know. We have folding on your beliefs, giving up, giving in, and admitting defeat. Okay. So this person, this karmic person who is sort of causing this stagnation, or is the reason for this stagnation, has admitted defeat. They know that they've lost whatever this battle is that they have been fighting. Okay? So whatever, oh my god. Bottom of the deck. This is the inheritance card. We keep picking up on this stolen inheritance energy, and it's really starting to tick me off. Oh my god. The Magician. I was just going to say there's been a lot of spell work going on in this energy. I feel like there's a group of people who have been out there trying to steal people's energy, steal people's abundance, steal people's inheritances, steal people's trusts. They put out life insurance policies on people and then sort of use spell work to have them unalived. This has been a lot going on, quite a lot in the energy, okay? Now, the fact that this Magician is in the upright speaks to the fact that you may actually be a magician of sorts, okay? So I might be talking to someone who has some sort of otherworldly gift, okay? So maybe you have some sort of an extrasensory perception. Maybe you're clairvoyant or psychic. Maybe you're telepathic. Maybe you're telekinetic, okay? There's all different kinds of gifts that can be had. okay? And you might be a person who wields them in a positive way, okay? The name Thomas just came up on the spirit box, okay? So I might be talking to someone named Thomas. Oh no, bottom of the deck. Deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft, spying, lack of conscience, strategy, resourceful. An enemy masquerading as a friend. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So there's definitely someone in your energy who's trying to cause stagnation, who's literally trying to cause stagnation. Because if they weren't trying to do this, first of all, they wouldn't be needing to pass in order for you to get your abundance. I mean, even if you had a karmic kid, that's a bit of an extreme reaction. So this person might be, like, they have to be going out of their way. Also, because it says folding in on your beliefs, giving up, giving in, and admitting defeat. So this person has been in some sort of competition or has been doing something to you out of, doing something to you to cause this stagnation, because they're admitting defeat. They wouldn't be admitting defeat if they weren't trying, okay? The word resent just came out on the spirit box, so this person might be resentful towards you, okay? And we just got... So the Seven of Pentacles just came out. Things coming to fruition. Hard work paying off. Harvest rewards, profits. Again with this, and again, patience and perseverance. So Spirit is saying, just be patient. It's coming. It's coming, okay? Your wealth is coming. We have the Ace of freaking Pentacles out here, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. Like, there's so many Pentacles out here. You are going to be very, very well off very, very soon, okay? We just got the word, wow, okay. Okay, so in the last like 5 seconds, we got the word sky, feet, level, and his. Okay, so this person, the reason that they're attacking you is because of some sort of resentment they have towards you, okay? I'm not sure why they resent you, but they definitely do. So let's look into that. Spirit, can we get some answers about this resentment? Oh, wow. Okay. So bottom of the deck, sorry, I split the deck, and I just got the Sun in reverse, okay, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So this person resents you because they have childhood issues, okay? They may have experienced sexual abuse, okay? Or any sort of other form of abuse, okay? The Page of Cups also represents love, okay? So someone coming in trying to give a cup of love. So again, with this, you may, unrequited love energy. This, you may have turned this person down in the past, okay? So this might be an ex, or someone who just asked you out and you said no, okay? And then it also says lack of enthusiasm, sadness, unrealistic expectations, ego, conceitedness, oppression, miscarriage, stillbirth, and abortion, okay? This person may feel like they don't belong, okay? Or maybe they feel like you don't belong. This person may also have childhood issues that they haven't worked on, they haven't gotten over, and maybe you have. And maybe that, you know, causes them to feel resentful towards you. You may have, yeah, exactly, abused. Thank you, Spirit. We have confirmation on the Spirit box. Abused. Can you see that? So anyway, this person, again, they might be acting out of their trauma, okay? Maybe they resent you because you worked on your trauma and you managed to get past it, okay? Maybe they really did resent you because you turned them down. Maybe it's both, okay? Maybe this person, you know, is just very conceited, and maybe when you walked away, it was a hit to their ego. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't know what, you know, you never really truly know what someone's motivations are, but this definitely came from a place of resentment, that is for sure, okay? Okay, so What else? We had another word come in I didn't see. Oh yeah, it said don't belong and abused. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we just got justice. Okay, so the justice card, and then we have, look at that, the Four of Swords. Okay, again, I've said this many times, but you never know when someone is watching one of my readings for the first time, so I always explain this. Okay, this card for me again also this card for me again also represents death, because it kind of looks like this is like a sarcophagus or a coffin. Okay, because this isn't a person; they're all yellow, right? So this is some sort of a carving on top of what looks like a coffin. Okay, and it talks about resting, okay? Fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed, okay? And then it says in the top corner, rest. And the energy I get off of that is rest and peace, okay? So again, with this death energy, again, with this justice energy, I feel like their karma and your justice is going to be this person passing away. Okay, because whatever it is that they're doing to stagnate you, they're not planning on stopping. So Spirit's like, well, if you're not going to stop, I'm going to stop you. And that will be your justice, is this person passing away. Okay? Yeah, okay. So this person was supposed to stop, but they didn't. And because they didn't, and they've probably been given a lot of grace. I mean, if they were supposed to stop and they haven't stopped, Spirit was definitely giving them a lot of grace, a lot of leeway, a lot of, okay, you know, I'm warning you, okay, you need to stop, okay, you need to stop, okay, like, what the hell, you know, and then maybe even your ancestors were trying to warn you, hey, you need to stop this, you need to stop, you need to change, you need to, you know, go the right way, and they just refuse. So now God's like, you know what, screw it, if you're not going to stop, I'm going to stop you. And if the only way you can be stopped is to be put 6 feet under, then that's what's going to happen. Float. Yeah, float. Float. Yeah. So this person is going to be... okay, the image that just came to my head was of a coffin being released out into space, like in a spaceship. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was a movie I watched, I can't remember what it was called. Was it Ender? I can't remember, but it was a movie about these people on a spaceship and someone died and they put them in a coffin and then just put the coffin out of the ship, and they floated through space, kind of thing. So again, I feel like whatever is causing stagnation in your receiving of this abundance, it's going to come to an end one way or another, okay? And if these people don't stop going out of their way to cause this stagnation for you, then they are going to be put to stop. So the God is literally going to force their hand, okay? Yeah, we just got the word mistake. These people mistook you for just a regular schmegular, okay? But it's been established that you're a magician. So, which means you're extra protected. Anyone who has gifts is extra protected. And this person may have had gifts. Maybe that's why they were given so much leeway. But at the end of the day, there's only so much God will take before he's like, okay, that's enough. We're done. You had your chance. You didn't take your chance seriously. And so, you're getting taken out. This person definitely made a mistake when they came for you, okay? We're just going to do a quick ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and then we're going to get out of this energy and end this reading. I'm trying not to make my readings so long, but it doesn't seem to happen. So we have the letter Z, the letter N, the letter M, K, W, E, Y, F, P, Q, T, V, A, another T, R, O, D. Oh, that goes over here. N, oops, another number. We have a lot of numbers out today, so this might be take a while. LXP. Oh, okay. So let's see. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm seeing the word known. Known. So I feel like this is someone who is definitely known to you, or maybe you are aware of what they're doing, okay? The situation may be known to you, okay? I'm seeing the word broom, and I'm seeing the word, and I'm hearing in my head, someone wants to sweep this under the rug, but it can't be swept under the rug, okay? The situation will not and cannot be swept under the rug. Okay, I'm hearing also in my head, swiper, no swiping. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. But actually, you know what? I watched a reading, I don't know, God, maybe a couple of weeks ago, where someone said that. So maybe that's just in my head from that reading. Either way, it's probably significant. So, okay, so I'm getting the name. Oh, sorry, I just had it. Oh, Marie. Okay, or Mary. I'm getting the name Val or Valerie. Ooh, the word perverse just came up on the spirit box, so someone might be quite perverted, okay? I'm getting the name Frank. I'm getting the name Fred. I'm getting the name Devin. I'm getting the name Dave. I'm getting the name Dale, okay? I'm getting the name Laura. I'm getting the name Brant or Bronte or something like that. Maybe someone's into, like, really into reading, and maybe they really love, like, Emily Bronte. I'm getting the word pot. Someone might be a bit of a pothead, okay? I'm getting the name Lola, okay? Let me see. I'm seeing the name Pete or Peter. I'm seeing the name Paulo. Okay. I'm seeing the word brew or brewery. I can never say that name. Someone might work at a brewery. I can never say that name or that word. Sorry. Or maybe someone is just an alcoholic. Well, I say just. It's not just, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, I just got the word clap and the word ambassador. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Someone might be an ambassador. Someone might be. I'm sorry, but when I saw that, okay, I looked up and I saw the word clap, and then immediately after I saw the word clap, the word changed into ambassador, and I thought clap ambassador, okay? And if you were my age, then you would understand the clap as being like a venereal disease or an STD. So, you know, I immediately thought of like the STD ambassador. Like, maybe someone does have an STD, who knows? Okay, I just got fetal, and okay, so what I just heard in my head was as soon as I saw the word fetal, I heard of fetal alcohol syndrome, okay? So someone might have had a baby who has fetal alcohol syndrome, or maybe this person has fetal alcohol syndrome, or maybe someone is pregnant with a baby that is going to have fetal alcohol syndrome. Now, that doesn't mean that the mom drinks, okay, because recent research has discovered that the man, okay, even if the mom doesn't drink at all, the man can pass on. If the man is an alcoholic, they can cause this baby, they can cause your child to have fetal alcohol syndrome, as well as other symptoms from drug use, etc., etc. So it's very important for the father of the child to also be sober during the process of creating the child, okay? Because again, as they have figured out, men can and cause these issues just as much as the woman can, okay? I'm getting the word travel, okay? So someone might be traveling a lot. I just saw the word javelin in my head. Javelin. I don't know if that's significant to someone. I don't know. I seeing the word dose, D-O-S-E, okay? Oh, sorry, it's on the spirit box. The word dose just came up on the spirit box. So, I don't know. Someone might be overdosing, or someone might be, like, someone might microdose, or I don't know. I'm seeing the word Marvel, okay? So, again, someone might be really into Marvel Comics. Someone, I'm hearing the name Mabel, so maybe the name Mabel is significant. Let me see, what do we have here? I'm seeing the name Tammy. I'm seeing the name Tanya. Okay, I'm seeing the name Talia. Infant. We just got the word infant again with that fetal alcohol syndrome. Someone might be having a baby with fetal alcohol syndrome. And wow, that's really terrible. Like, if that happens to you, I'm so sorry, because that is not an easy thing to deal with, okay? Excuse me. I'm seeing the word dome, D-O-M-E. So, I don't know what that means. Maybe you are going to the Sky Dome for a concert soon. I know it's not called the Sky Dome anymore, but that's what it's called in my head. It's always going to be called that in my head. That's the Sky Dome in Toronto is the one that I'm referring to. Or maybe you are, I don't know, building some kind of a dome, or I have no idea. Dome, oh, it also could mean head, okay? So oftentimes with fetal alcohol syndrome, these would be the people that you see that have very, very tiny heads that are almost, that are definitely, disproportional to the size of their body, okay? So when you look at them, you're like, wow, that head is way too small for that body. That is someone who has a very severe case of fetal alcohol syndrome. So this might be obvious fetal alcohol syndrome that someone has. They may have a child who has a very severe case of fetal alcohol syndrome, and that's really, really that's awful. That's I wouldn't wish that on anybody, and I'm really sorry for you if that actually does indeed happen, okay? I'm seeing the word fallout, or I'm sorry, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the word fallout, okay? So Spirit might be saying that's the fallout from, I don't know, from something, okay? Again, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this is karma. I have no idea. I'm seeing the word fork, and I'm hearing the words fork out. So someone might have to fork out money. Maybe the father won't be wanting to take out responsibility for the child, and maybe they're going to have to fork out, child support or something like that. Oh my God, we just got the word alcohol on the spirit box. Again, I feel like this is... I really hate talking about stuff like this because it's very sad to me, okay? Especially when a child has to pay the price for their parents' actions, okay? And I no judgment on this on my behalf, because Lord knows I've done it to my kids, I grew up in a very abusive household, okay? So when I raised my kids, I thought, okay, I'm not going to hit my kids like my mom did, okay? I'm not going to do that. And I didn't, but I did yell and scream at them because I didn't realize that was abusive. I thought, I'm not hitting them, so I'm not abusing them. Well, that's not exactly the case. And I had to learn the hard way, because I screwed my kids up by yelling at them all the time, right? I thought, well, I'm not hitting them, so it's not abuse. I'm doing way better than my mom did. But what I didn't realize was better than my mom wasn't necessarily good parenting. So I had to go to therapy, and I went and took classes, and I did all of this work. I worked for 10 years to get myself to a place where I was a better mom, okay? And I put a lot of work into it because once I realized that what I was doing wasn't working, it wasn't going well, and my kids, I was screwing my kids up, and I realized that one day, and I thought, oh my God, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to figure this out. So I went and I started getting help. And it took a long time for me to figure out everything because I had a lot of trauma to work through and I had a lot of learning to do. So I'm not judging anybody for this, okay? But it is, but I'm not going to say it's an easy thing to deal with because it is quite difficult, okay? I'm seeing the name Borat. So someone might really like the Borat movies, okay? I'm seeing the word Valentine or Valen or Veil or... No, I'm seeing Valentine in my head. Like I'm seeing Val, V-A-L, but I'm seeing the word Valentine in my head. So maybe this is going to be a Valentine's Day baby. I don't know. Okay, so I'm seeing the word Mort or Morty. I'm seeing the name Martin or Marty. Okay, I'm seeing the word mom. Okay, so maybe a mom is an alcoholic in this energy. Okay. 1 second. Bonnie? Bon? The dogs have eaten, and so have the cats. Don't let them fool you. And they just came in from outside. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing the word waxy or wax. So someone might do some sort of candle magic. Let me see here. I'm seeing the word Polak. Oh, okay. So someone might refer to Polish people as Polacks, or someone might be a Polak or Polish person. Okay. Let me see. I just heard something. Hold on. What was it? Fumad? I think it's a name. Fuhad? Or Fuhad? I'm seeing the name Vera or yeah, Vera, I think is what it is. Vera. I'm seeing the name Nell or Nellie. I'm seeing the name Mel or Melanie or Melinda. Okay, I am seeing the word poet. Someone might really like to write poetry, okay? I'm seeing the word folic. Someone might need to take folic acid during the pregnancy, okay? So this might be your ancestors letting you know to take lots of folic acid, okay? I'm seeing the word paver, okay? Someone might, I don't know, work in construction, maybe they pave roads or something like that. I'm seeing the word or the name Wilma. I'm seeing the name Wendy. I'm seeing the name Wayne. I'm seeing the name, this is going to sound funny, but a Tank. Maybe someone's nickname is Tank. Or maybe someone is a veteran member with that veteran energy. Maybe they drive a tank or drove a tank, okay? The word tendency is coming up on the spirit box, so maybe someone has a tendency towards doing something, I don't know. Maybe that's just confirmation for you, I have no idea. I'm hearing they have a tendency towards stoking the fire, okay? So maybe someone is very, I don't know, argumentative, okay? The word African just came up on the spirit box, so maybe someone is African in this energy, okay? I'm hearing the name Farah. Farah might be significant to someone. I'm seeing the name Tara or Terry. I'm seeing the name Barry. I'm seeing the name Blaine. I'm seeing the word motel. Someone might live in a motel, or maybe they're meeting someone in a motel. Maybe someone's cheating and they're going to a motel with their significant other or non-significant other, I guess you could say, side piece, whatever you want to call it. I'm seeing the word plow, P-L-O-W. I'm seeing the word trow, T-R-O-W. So again, with this farm, I'm literally saying the word farm now. So someone might live on a farm, or a farm might be significant. Yeah, I'm seeing the word toll, T-O-L-L, and I'm hearing taking a toll. The word woman just came up on the spirit box. So maybe there's a woman in this energy that something is taking a toll on, or something has been taking a toll on a woman. What are you up to? Okay, again, I'm seeing the word bottle, okay? And I'm hearing, yes, dear. I'm hearing bottom of the bottle. So again, with this alcoholic energy, someone might be an alcoholic, okay? I'm hearing the word Pennsylvania, or the pen, P-E-N is what P-E-N-N is what I heard. So penitentiary, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I don't know what else that would stand for. Let me see. I'm hearing perk. I'm seeing the word perk, sorry, and I did see the word brew earlier, so someone might be a bit of a coffee addict, okay, or maybe they work at a coffee shop of some kind, okay. Again, I'm seeing the word pole vault, okay, and we had the word javelin earlier, so maybe someone, I don't know, ran track or participated in track and field when they were younger, or maybe they do now. Oh my God, we just got the word affair on the spirit box. Affair, that's confirmation of that energy that I said about the hotel motel. Okay, so someone could be having an affair, okay? And it says destination, so yeah, maybe someone is staying at a hotel or a motel. I feel like that is spirit confirming what is going on there, okay? Again, I'm seeing the word Poland, so again, someone might be Polish or literally from Poland, or maybe these people, maybe you all live in Poland. I'm seeing the word plot, so again, someone may be plotting against you, or I'm also hearing the plot thickens, so yeah, maybe that's just sort of spirit letting you know. I'm seeing the word move or moved, okay, so you might be moving soon, or maybe you just recently moved. I'm seeing the word papa, and I'm hearing, I love it when they call me Big Papa, okay, so I don't know, maybe someone is really into Biggie Smalls, maybe someone likes it when you call them daddy or papa or something, I don't know. Big Papa, I don't know. Maybe that's someone's favorite song. I'm seeing the name Brent, or Brett, Barrett, or Garrett is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the word parrot. Is parrot even? Yeah, parrot's in here. So someone might be parroting information, or maybe you have a pet parrot, or maybe someone with a pet parrot is significant. Maybe you just really like parrots. I don't know. I'm seeing the word van, V-A-N, so maybe someone drives a van that is significant to this reading. I'm seeing the name Bronwyn, okay, Bronwyn, so that might be significant to this reading. The word sink just came on the spirit box, okay? We got the word float earlier. So for some reason, I'm thinking of someone who's like floating on top of the water and then eventually they just start sinking. So that's what I'm picturing in my head. So maybe someone's going to pass away from a drowning, or maybe someone did pass away from a drowning. Okay. The name John could be significant to this reading. The name Wynn could be significant to this reading. The name Lynn could be significant to this reading. I just heard in my head Lindsay. Okay. I'm hearing Lonnie. Lonnie, L-O-N-I, I guess. Maybe the name Lily. I'm seeing the word Navy. Someone might have been in the Navy. Or maybe that's someone's name. I'm seeing the word lop, L-O-P. So someone may have, tree branches that they're going to be lopping off soon. I'm seeing the name Rob, R-O-B. So again, the name Robert could be significant. I'm seeing the name Rod, R-O-D. I'm hearing Rowdy Piper in my head, so someone might have been into, old school wrestling like WWF or WWE. Okay, what else? I'm seeing the word baker. Someone could be a baker, or maybe that's someone's last name. I'm hearing Tammy Faye Baker in my head, so maybe someone wears a lot of freaking, eye makeup, or just a lot of makeup, period. Again, with this cheating energy, because Tammy Faye Baker was the wife of a famous minister, a TV evangelist, okay, and her husband cheated on her, okay, and he had to, he made this big public apology and all this kind of this big drama. Anyway, the name Ethan just came up on the spirit box, okay, so that might be significant. We just got the word lung on the spirit box, okay, so someone might have something wrong with their lungs. Maybe someone is going to have lung cancer, or has lung cancer, or maybe they just have asthma, or maybe someone's going to have like a collapsed lung, which actually happens a lot in like tall, skinny people for some reason. I don't know why. There was something else I was going to say now. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. My apologies, guys. I'm seeing the name the word weld. So again, someone could be a welder. We just got the word card on the spirit box. So maybe someone just got their welding card, okay? Or they need to get, or are going for their welding card. I'm seeing the word prom. Someone might be going to their prom soon. That may be significant somehow. I'm doing a reading! What do you need? Okay, 1 second. I'm just finishing up. All right, guys, I gotta go, so I'm just gonna finish this up real quick. Okay, so the numbers that are significant today are the number 5, the number 11, the number 13, the number 9, the number 4, the number 6, the number 2, the number 0, and the number 3. So combine those in whatever order you deem necessary, okay? My sister needs me right now. She has injured herself and she really needs the heating pad. I got to go up 2 flights of stairs to do that. So I'm not going to leave you guys for that long. I love you guys. I was almost done anyways. So I hope that helped you. I hope that this was able to give you some insight into a situation that you may have already intuitively known about. I love you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because it really does help out my channel. Have a good night. Bye.